Richard, I have to show you this recipe because it's so simple, yet I think it might be the most elegant I've ever done.
Well, I hope so. I'm looking forward to it.
OK, so I've got some peaches here, but you can use any stone fruit you want, plums or anything like that. Just going to halve it. So if you want to halve one of these peaches there,
Gotcha.
Just have a bit of a twist. You might need to get your muscles into it. Perfect.
There we go.
Just put that down in a nice pan there. Now, you want your pan to be deep enough to just be filled with water, so it does start poaching there. Now, I have a Parisian spoon here just to help me spoon out that seed and make it look absolutely lovely, because I think sometimes these sort of dishes, they're about how they look as much as how they taste.
It's all about how it looks. This is a peach Melba, isn't it? Your version of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Looking forward to it.
So we'll just get these all nicely snuggled in, as you would say. Now, whilst you're doing that, I'm going to add the poaching water. Now, you could actually do this by itself, just with the water. There's natural sugars in those peaches that will come out, they'll caramelise down, and those skins will actually themselves come off and leave a beautiful colour on the peaches. But of course, we want to just flavour it up a little bit extra. So I have some honey here, about 2 tablespoons. We want some of that. We'll get it cranking on the heat here, just on a low simmer.
Now, the thing with poaching fruit like this, you're using fruit that's quite firm, and you could use anything. You could peaches, nectarines, plums even, pears, the whole thing.
Whatever you want. And to be honest, whatever's in season, I mean, eating seasonally and cooking seasonally is a wonderful habit to get into. Basically, if you don't know what is seasonal, when you first walk into a supermarket, it's whatever is on the counter there. And I tell you, if it is cheap, then it's in season. If it gets really expensive, then it's not. Or go to your farmer's market, your local farmer's market, have a chat to the farmer. They love a good chin wag, don't they?
They do, they do. And it could also be cheap because it's really, really old and squishy and gooey. So that's another thing to keep in mind.
Now, I'm going to add a bit of organic vanilla paste as well. And this is lovely because there's little flecks of vanilla. Obviously, it gives it a lovely taste as well. So 1 tablespoon of that one too. So you've made a cartouche right there. Which just keeps them down so that they can poach nicely. So on we go with that one. 25 to 30 minutes just with that. So we'll let that one poach, and then it's time to whip up some coconut yogurt. Just whip that up nicely, just adds a bit more of a kind of a fluff to it and get that flavour in there. I flavoured it with just about 4 tablespoons of maple syrup and a bit of my finest Madagascan vanilla, single origin, the good stuff, the stuff when the Queen comes over that you use there. OK, so I've got a couple of spoons. I just want you to put on the base of these ones a bit of that coconut yogurt there.
About a tablespoon?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Now have a look at these. Now I let them cool down because these are going to go in the fridge, and they're great because if you have a dinner party, you can do them during the day, just let them sit there, but make sure they cool down first. And you'll notice after they've been poached, the skin simply just come off. I mean, you can put that in your smoothies. They have this lovely syrup around them too, which I don't want you to waste. You can either keep cooking it and turn it into more of a kind of a thick syrup and drizzle it over. Or a little tip is you can actually use this and add it to sparkling water to make like a pink lemonade if you really want to get kitsch and cute.
Or you can add it to a Prosecco and make a Bellini. There you go.
Oh, yes,
White peaches?
can. Yes, that's perfect. And actually, poaching is very commonly done with Prosecco or white wine, so it's a lovely thing to do.
Pop that on
They've
there
been
like that.
kissed by their skin. They've got that lovely pink on there. We're going to put some rose petals.
I can do that for you.
Because I just want to see Adrian Richardson sprinkling some rose petals on something.
I love rose petals. These are dried rose petals, usually found in Middle Eastern stores. Some pistachio as well.
Some pistachios, some macadamias. We've got some fats on there as well.
That's a really pretty little dish.
And it's simple. It's really simple and it's easy. So if you're a stressed host, I mean, this is a great kind of thing to have as a dessert. You just want to get cracking, don't you? You didn't make one for me. I'm going to try some of yours.
I'm just going to hook straight into this one and have a look. It's a lovely, simple little dessert. And you always want something at the end of the day that's nice and sweet, but not over the top. You don't need a big slab of something.
Palate cleanser in a way,
Exactly. So I'm going to hook straight into that. It's poached beautifully. It's nice and soft, but still retaining a bit of firmness to it. And the coconut yogurt, Rosie, that's beautiful. It is a really, really delicious dish. Very healthy and great flavours in there as well. You know, I'd probably put some ice cream on it, but I think that's a cracker on its own like that.
I'll take that.